Stepping out of my car into the hub parking lot, I noticed Jaime, the concrete construction guy, approaching from the bus stop across the street. It was 9 a.m., and I could see he was sharply dressed for his first job readiness assessment in tan slacks, white button-down shirt, and tie. As we greeted one another, he smiled, running his hand along the length of his chest and remarking, "I had to watch YouTube in order to figure out how to tie this thing." Jaime was used to working and making good money, but was less comfortable with the idea of job-seeking, particularly this kind prescribed by social service organizations like the Hub, whose emphasis on professional dress, procedures, and etiquette chafed what a long tradition in social science would call his habitus, his general way of interacting with the world. "I feel silly dressed this way," he said. "This just isn't me." The more we talked, the more it became clear that it wasn't just the outfit that wasn't sitting right. He repeated the story he had shared with the group on the first day about being asked by a foreman to leave the job site and how deeply shaken he was by the confrontation with his new status as an ex-con. He had always believed this status was reserved for bad people, he explained, people who are part of gangs or organized crime, people who had been to prison multiple times, people other than him. The application of criminalized status to his identity seemed to have damaged not just his pride, but his very sense of self. Jaime spoke often about how he deeply regretted the harm he had caused to his family and the losses they had suffered as a result of his imprisonment, but he could not reconcile what had happened with his identity. "I was a good husband, a good father, a good provider. I just made a mistake." As described in the introduction, this disbelief that he could be classified as criminal can be traced to the late 1800s, when Darwinian principles were used to shift popular thinking about criminality from a person who has committed a crime to the more essentialized as well as deliberately racialized concept, the criminal. I wished I could help Jaime shake the shame, though not through the framework he employed that differentiated himself from the real bad guys. More critical ways of thinking about crime are deliberately avoided in prisons and most reentry programs, however. Instead, simple frameworks of personal choice and redemption stymie the kind of reflection, political education, and healing that could actually help people make sense of the events that unfolded and move forward.